Hi guys, this is the fourth or fifth video of this series, blah. Anyways, in this video we're going to be talking about study plan. I'm going to give you guys tips and tricks on how to write a study plan for GKS, and also I will be reading my study plan. So if you check the application guideline or the application form of GKS, graduates especially, you'd see that the study plan consists of 3 questions. Your study plan, it should be anything you want to write should be encompassing of these 3 things. So the first one is your language study plan, the second one is detailed goal of study, and the third one is your future goals. So for your language study plan itself should consist of 2 things. One, it should consist of how you learned Korea before coming to Korea and how you are going to continue to improve your career after you come to Korea. So the first one, which is like before coming to Korea, if you've learned Korean alphabet before, mention it and mention where you learned it from. If you've learned Korean grammar, mention it and where you learned it from. If it's sites, mention the site you use, mention the books you use, anything that helped you. If you went to a Korean school, mention it. If you have a topic, mention how you studied for your topic, mention the score you got, mention like how you improved your speaking, your reading, your listening. All those things are very important. You have to mention it. Then when you move to after coming to Korea, what you're going to do. When I was doing my own research, when I was writing mine, I was very confused about how many semesters do they have in a year. So I'm going to tell you guys now, they have 4 semesters in a year. So you can break your plans on per semester. Say, okay, by the first semester, I want to improve my reading. I'm going to read books. I'm going to read more. I'm going to read on topic. Just like be very detailed on what you want to do. If you have books you want to read, mention the name of books you want to read. If you have a way that you want to improve your speaking, talk about what you're going to do. I'm going to join clubs, I'm going to do debates, I'm going to do this. Be very specific. Talk about, like, you can talk about what you want to do per semester and the level of topic you want to get per semester, because you have to have a topic 3 at the end of your 1-year language school. You have to have at least a topic 3 at the end for you to be able to move to your major. So you talk about those things. You talk about if you want to do language body program. Some schools have it. My school have language body program, meaning that you meet up, you'll be matched with a Korean person to help you improve your speaking and your reading and grammar and things like that. If the school you're applying for has it, mention it. Talk about realistic way that you are going to improve your Korean, how many hours you're going to read a day or study for in a day. So I'm going to read my language study plan here so you understand what I've been saying. Language study plan. I recognize how important studying Korean is to adjusting and studying in South Korea, which is why I dedicated over a year to self-studying the Korean language. I studied Korean 3 times a week, focusing on improving my speaking, listening, and writing skill. I used free tools online like howtostudykorea.com and Korean Grammar in Use to improve my vocabulary and grammar weekly. Furthermore, I enrolled in Yonsei's University Learn Korean 1 and Songyugwan University, A Bridge to the World Korean Language for Beginner and Intermediate on Coursera. While I studied Korean, I joined the Korean influence class of the Korean Culture and Information Service. I also organized a language study group with friends and also joined numerous study groups on platforms like HelloTalk and HelloCal, and listened to Korean podcasts to enhance my listening skill. Thanks to a well-structured plan, I was able to achieve topic level 2 with a score of 179 over 200 in the 89 topic exam. I know I still have a lot to learn about the Korean language culture. This is why I aim to commit not only my first year in South Korea, but all 3 years to improve my listening, speaking, and reading and academic Korean language skill. My goal is to communicate efficiently with my professor, classmates, and the locals in various settings where I find myself. In addition to attending my 1-year Korean language class, I will continue to self-study using resources such as howtostudyinkorean.com and the YouTube channel Master Topic Language. As a multilingual individual who has previously studied Russian and Mandarin, I am confident that I can achieve my goal of reaching topic level 5 within 1 year of language study. During the first semester, I will attend all my classes and actively engage in Korean language exchange club, participate in cultural activities such as writing and speaking contests, and join language exchange program to improve my communication skill. At the end of the first semester, I will take the topic 2 exam and with the intention of passing topic level 3. During the second semester, I intend to create a language study group outside of the class with my classmates to immerse myself in Korean culture and language. I will study for 3 hours a day after class 5 times a week and use the weekend to engage in community work, furthering my conversational skills with native speaker. At the end of the second semester, I will take the topic 2 exam with the aim of passing topic level 4. The third paragraph. During the third and fourth semester, with the help of cultural classes, field trip, exhibition, and excursion, I will immerse myself with more native speakers and enhance my learning beyond the classroom. I will also read more books, especially research papers written in Korea, to familiarize myself with specialized vocabulary relevant to my desired major. By the end of the fourth semester, I will take another topic exam class to achieve a topic level 5. After attaining topic level 5, I will dedicate the holiday to preparing for an academic year by reading course materials and going through the curriculum while I adjust myself for a more professional and academic environment. Taking into consideration the importance of a healthy body and mind, I plan to regularly exercise and take good care of my health, as I am aware that a healthy body and mind is needed to achieve my academic goals. This is what I wrote for my language plan. And now that I'm reading it, I actually achieved everything, to be honest. The only thing I've not achieved yet is my topic level 5, because I'm still going to write another topic at the end of the year, but I already have a topic level 4. So you can write it like this. Please don't plagiarize my language study, or don't plagiarize my study plan. You can take inspiration from this. You see how I mention what I want to do. I talk about even the books that helped me. I talked about them, and the sites that I used to study, I talked about them, and I talked about what I want to achieve at the end of each semester. So you can do something like that. The study group that I mentioned, I'm actually doing study group, to be honest. So you can, if you want to do a study group or create a study group or join a study group, you can talk about it also. So the next one is goal of study and detailed study plan. So your goal of study and detailed study plan, you should talk about your goal of study while studying your major. What exactly you are coming to Korea to study. Talk about what course you want to take. Talk about if you are going through university track, you can mention the professors that you want to learn under. If you are going through embassy track, because you are choosing 3 different schools, it's best to take or mention the similar courses that all these 3 schools have. So that means you have to check the university information and check the courses that students can take. Then you pick out the similar ones that is in all 3 schools and mention it, because if you pick out courses that the school does not take, it's going to be weird, like because you remember that if you're going to embassy, it is you're making 1 copy, 1 original, and 3 photocopies. So that photocopies, if they are reading it, they should be able to relate to what you are saying. Like, oh, okay, yeah, we do take this course. Yeah, she can take this course. He can take this course. So make sure that you choose a common course with it, like for all 3 schools. Also, when you're writing your goal of study, you can divide it into, what is it called? You can divide it into semesters also, just like in your language study plan. You can divide it into semesters. You can talk about what you want to do in your first semester and what you want to do in your second semester, or you can talk about it in a like session instead, what you want to achieve at the end of one session, what you want to achieve at the end of the second session. So I'm going to read my my detailed goal of study, and you see what I mean. After overcoming the language barrier through a 1-year intensive language class, I plan to take courses that would help me achieve my educational goals to earn a master's degree in political science and international relations. Due to my keen interest in international and political development theory, I intend to take courses such as comparative politics, political science methodology, war and peace in world politics, and foreign policy theory. During the first year at the university, I will spend the first semester taking foundational courses such as Introduction to Politics and International Relations and International Political Economic Theory to help me build a strong base in my chosen field. Additionally, I will read research papers and books related to my selected courses to widen my knowledge. I plan to spend most of my time in the library and will also dedicate time to practicing my Korean language. For the second semester, I will take courses on Korean politics and political philosophy. During both semesters, I plan to create or join a study group where I can learn beyond the class, collaborate on assignments, and engage in academic discussion. I also aim to connect with senior students in my department who have more academic experience and learn from them on how to tackle exam questions, navigate university life, and gain insights on global and regional issues affecting nations, society, and the world. In my second year, during the first semester, I will start my thesis research on analyzing the role of women in international relations and international development, a gendered diplomacy perspective. I also intend to collaborate with my classmates and explore topics related to political science, international relations, and global issues through each participant's unique cultural background and perspective. Apart from self-study and classes, I will actively participate in seminars and attend special lectures, conferences, and debates. For the final semester, I plan to review, complete, and publish my master's thesis as I get ready for the final year exam. I look forward to being engaged and to be an engaged and diligent student, learning from a rich and diverse experience with my competent professor in and out of the classroom. My long-term goals is to be outstanding academically. I aim to graduate with a CGPA of 3.2 out of 4.0. When awarded this scholarship, I will contribute my innovative idea and knowledge to the development of my university and ultimately the society by implementing problem-solving skills and expertise to real-world challenges. This scholarship will provide me with valuable experience that will better my skill in international relations, diplomacy, international development, and global knowledge exchange, with a special focus on fostering connection from South Korea and Nigeria. I will dedicate my experience into becoming a valuable asset to the university and the country. So in this study plan and goal of study, you mentioned the courses, like I mentioned, you mentioned the courses you would like to take in per semester or per year. Then you mentioned your goal for the semester. At the end of semester, what you aim to achieve. You mentioned when you want to start your thesis. And for me, I already have a thesis topic that I would like to research on. So if you do not have a thesis topic you would like to research on, or you are not thinking that far for now, you can just talk about what courses you want to take. You don't have to mention the name of the thesis or the type of thesis you want to work on. But I would advise that you should have like something that you want to work on, like a thesis project or a thesis research or a project that you like to work on. Just have it in mind. It might not be exactly this thesis that you do by that time, but because by that time you have more experience and you have more interest and things like that. But I think it will show how serious you are and how far you've thought ahead, blah, I don't know English, that you've actually like thought ahead or think ahead. It kind of shows that, oh, you are thinking far, something like that. Also, you talk about the CGPA that you aim to graduate with. You talk about what you aim to use this certificate that you would get, what you aim to use it for, the scholarship, what the scholarship will provide you, and how you are going to use it to work for, or you're going to put your skills into the university and the country itself. So the next one and the final part of writing a study plan for GKS is writing your future plan. Your future plan you can write for what you want 5 years, like what you envision yourself 5 years after you graduate, or 15 years or 20 years, basically what you want to use your what you imagine your career would be. And this, I kind of like struggled a lot with this, because I'm like, what do I do? I don't know. After I finish studying in Korea, I actually don't know what I want to do with my life. And it really, like, writing this took a long time for me. So I hope it's not going to take a long time for you guys. I hope you guys are more serious than me. Anyways, your future plan, like I said, it should include what you would like to do with your career. If you want to do a master's degree after you're done with your graduate, you talk about it. If you want to work, you talk about it. If you want to stay in Korea, you talk about it. If you want to go back to Nigeria, talk about it. But I think, like, these days, like for my sets though, it's most times a lot of people advise me that I should not mention, oh, I want to stay in Korea, or I want to not come back to Nigeria, things like that. It's best to mention that you are going to, at the end of the day, you're going to use this scholarship to work for Nigeria. And since my own goal was to create a bilateral relationship, or strengthen bilateral relationship between Nigeria and South Korea, I cannot say I don't want to go back to Nigeria. You get? So basically, you talk about what your at the end, how this how this scholarship and the course and the degree is going to help your country. Do you guys, like, even if you want to stay in Korea after and things, you talk about how it's going to help your country at the end. So my future plan in Korea is, after graduating with my master's degree, I would like to pursue a PhD in global development and sustainability in Nigeria. My goal is to further my knowledge in the field of sustainable development and explore the challenges that are facing both developing and developed countries in the fight against global poverty. During my PhD degree, I will seek an internship opportunity in a governmental or non-governmental organization that focuses on sustainable development and the fight against poverty. I plan to contribute to the organization my knowledge as a multilingual speaker with a background in politics, in political science, international relations, and global development. Furthermore, I believe this opportunity will open many doors and provide numerous career prospects. After getting a PhD degree, I would like to join the Nigerian Ministry of Foreign Affairs via the Federal Civil Service Commission, which would allow me to enroll in the Nigerian Foreign Service Academy and receive the necessary training to serve as a public diplomat for my nation. In my role, I hope to contribute to the development of my country, Nigeria, and promote cultural exchange, administer education programs, foster cross-cultural understanding, and attract foreign direct investment, and also promote trade agreements between Nigeria and South Korea. Additionally, I seek to use my education to help bridge the gap between Nigeria and other countries, particularly South Korea, and work towards creating a more harmonious and cooperative international community. Thank you for considering me for this scholarship. I am confident that when awarded this Global Korean Scholarship, GKS in bracket, it will not only nurture me into well-versed expertise, but also serve as a stepping stone to create a more developed and better community. I will work hard to achieve my goal and dedicate myself to impact the knowledge gained to help future generations and strengthen the tie between Nigeria and Korea. So this is what I wrote for my future plan. So if you have a future plan, it's best to write it like this. You talk about your short-term goals and your long-term goals. If you have long-term goals, you talk about where you see yourself in the future and how you see yourself actually using the certificate. Like if they have to invest in you, how are you going to make sure that they don't regret their investment? Do you get? Because they are really investing in you, taking you from your country to South Korea and paying your tuition and everything like that. So you have to tell them how you're going to pay back, basically. So I hope this helped. I really hope it did help you to find a way to write your study plan better. I had what I did for mine was that I wrote language study plan, I explained it, then I wrote detailed goal of study, I explained it, and future study plan, I explained it. But I saw some other people's study plan which was in a tabular form. So I guess you can write it in a tabular form or you can write it in an essay form. Both is fine, both is Kenchana. Oh, okay. I feel like I don't know how to speak English these days. Too much Korean like this. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. The next video next week will be about how to fill the application form how to package the application, and how and where to submit. Thank you guys so much for watching the video to the end. Love you guys. Bye.